Welcome to our U.S. briefing program. Today, we dive into some intriguing stories that are shaping our world. First up, we have a striking report indicating that China has supplied a whopping 81% of Pakistan's arms imports over the last 5 years. This growing defense partnership highlights the shifting dynamics in South Asia, especially amidst increasing tensions with India. Next, let's shift gears to the ice rink where the Pittsburgh Penguins are on fire. They celebrated a thrilling 7-3 victory over the New Jersey Devils, marking their 4th consecutive win. With standout performances from new players and seasoned stars alike, the Penguins are showing they mean business as they fight for a playoff spot. Lastly, we explore a fascinating trend in China where pop-up stores specializing in Russian goods are becoming increasingly popular. From chocolates to vodka, the demand for these products has surged, reflecting the strengthening economic ties between Beijing and Moscow. However, concerns about product authenticity are prompting government inspections. Please stay tuned for more detailed coverage on these exciting stories. South China Morning Post reports that in the past 5 years, China has become the primary arms supplier to Pakistan, providing 81% of its arms imports, up from 74% in the previous 5 years. This increase reflects a stronger defense partnership between the two countries, particularly as Pakistan faces ongoing tensions with India. The arms supplied include advanced systems such as long-range drones and guided missile frigates, with a total value of around $5.28 billion. The relationship has been bolstered by China's push for self-reliance in its defense industry and its strategic interest in expanding influence in South Asia, especially as the U.S. has limited its arms supplies to Pakistan due to various geopolitical concerns. Yahoo US highlights the Pittsburgh Penguins' recent success as they secured their 4th consecutive victory with a decisive 7-3 win over the New Jersey Devils. The game showcased contributions from new players like Connor Dewar, who scored 2 goals, and defenseman Connor Timmins, who provided 2 assists. Despite a shaky penalty kill, the team managed to maintain their lead and respond effectively to New Jersey's scoring attempts. Goaltender Tristan Jarry's performance was crucial, and head coach Mike Sullivan praised the team's competitive spirit. As they continue to chase a playoff spot, the Penguins are focused on taking it one game at a time, with upcoming matches against teams ahead of them in the standings. CNN explores the burgeoning trend of Russian goods in China, where pop-up stores have rapidly emerged, showcasing a variety of products from Russia, including chocolates, honey, and vodka. This phenomenon has been fueled by the deepening trade ties between China and Russia since the onset of the Ukraine conflict, with over 2,500 new companies registered to sell Russian products in just the past year. While the popularity of these goods reflects a favorable view of Russia among many Chinese consumers, concerns have arisen regarding the authenticity of some products, with investigations revealing that many items labeled as Russian are actually made in China. In response to consumer complaints and scrutiny, Chinese authorities have begun cracking down on misleading advertising practices, while the Russian Export Center aims to establish more official retail outlets to ensure quality and authenticity. Australian Broadcasting Corporation reports that President Donald Trump has drastically reduced funding for several media organizations, including Voice of America, VOA, Radio Free Asia, and Radio Free Europe, in a move critics have termed reckless and haphazard. This funding cut has resulted in nearly 1,300 VOA employees being placed on leave, raising concerns about the impact on U.S. influence in authoritarian regimes where these media outlets provide critical news coverage. Historically, these organizations were established to counteract propaganda and promote democratic values, with VOA reaching approximately 350 million people weekly. The cancellation of funding has been described as a significant boon for America's adversaries, as it weakens the U.S.'s ability to project soft power and counter disinformation, particularly in countries like China. Australian Broadcasting Corporation further explores the changing economic landscape under Prime Minister Anthony Albanese, who has emphasized the need for Australia to adapt to a world where economic security is increasingly linked to national security. Drawing parallels to the economic shifts during the Great Depression, the report highlights how nations are moving towards self-sufficiency and industrial policy amid rising populism and authoritarianism. A recent report from UNSW warns that Australia faces challenges due to the global trend of abandoning open trade and climate action, exacerbated by political developments such as Donald Trump's re-election. The report suggests that Australia must seek economic opportunities through friendshoring and greater flexibility in trade relationships, rather than adopting protectionist measures that could hinder its competitiveness. Australian Broadcasting Corporation also covers President Trump's controversial invocation of the Alien Enemies Act of 1798 to expedite mass deportations, claiming that a Venezuelan gang poses an invasion threat to the U.S. However, a federal judge swiftly blocked this move, citing concerns over the legality and urgency of the deportations. The act, rarely used in modern history, was previously invoked for mass internment during World War II. Legal challenges arose as immigration attorneys noticed a sudden increase in deportations of Venezuelans, prompting the ACLU to file a lawsuit. The judge's ruling reflects ongoing tensions between the executive branch's national security claims and the judicial system's checks on presidential authority, highlighting the complexities of immigration policy in the current political climate. South China Morning Post reports that a groundbreaking plasma engine developed by Chinese engineers may position China ahead of the United States in the race for advanced plasma technology, crucial for future Mars missions. This high-thrust magnetic plasma thruster, boasting a power output of 100 kilowatts, signifies a leap in China's technological capabilities, bringing it closer to Russia, which has unveiled a prototype engine capable of reaching Mars in just 30 to 60 days. The Chinese engine utilizes innovative 3D printed materials and superconducting magnet technology, paving the way for interplanetary transport and deep space exploration. While the US has made strides in plasma engines, achieving over 80 kilowatts, it still lags behind the advancements made by China and Russia. The competition intensifies as both nations prepare for crewed missions to Mars in the 2030s, with China's Tianwen-3 mission aiming to retrieve Martian samples by 2028. While NASA's mission is set for 2033 amid budget cuts. Australian Broadcasting Corporation delves into the physiological changes that occur during fasting, a practice observed across various cultures and religions, notably during Ramadan. Neuroscientist Mark Mattson explains that initially, blood sugar levels rise after a meal, providing energy for about 10 to 12 hours before the body shifts to burning fat. This metabolic transition leads to the production of ketones, which serve as an alternative energy source and trigger beneficial cellular processes, such as autophagy, where damaged cell components are cleaned out. Fasting has been linked to numerous health benefits, including reduced inflammation and protection against chronic diseases, although experts caution that it may not be suitable for everyone, particularly those with certain health conditions. Intermittent fasting is characterized not just by what one eats, but when one eats, emphasizing the timing of meals as a key factor in health optimization. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the 6Do team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. We encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of 6Do Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the 6Do team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize 6Do Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, 6dobrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 6Do Brief via email.
Got a question in your mind? We'll find the answer, we'll be kind. Encyclopedia on everything. Laugh and learn with the zing, zing, zing. From ants to outer space, we've got the facts in one great place. For kids and grown-ups too, we've got the A to Z for you. We'll find the answer, we'll be kind. Encyclopedia on everything. Laugh and learn with the zing, zing, zing. From ants to outer space, we've got the facts in one great place. For kids and